Asha, the biz queen. Asha, dude, I'm totally excited to have you. We're going to be doing this rapid fire. We're going to get right to it. We're going to help some listeners and some viewers to really add some value to their business. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited. Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right. We don't even have to talk about who you are. Obviously, you've written a book with Brian Tracy. You're a JD, meaning you've got your law degree. You've got your master's. Brian Tracy. You wrote a book with Brian Tracy. You know what's going on as far as business goes. So just really quickly, give me a little bit more, maybe for a minute. Tell me a little bit about you, even though everyone probably knows who you are. But go ahead, Asha.
Thanks so much. So I had the pleasure to be recognized by Forbes magazine as one of the top business mentors in US, number one. And for many years, I had the pleasure to train and coach a lot of coaches and clients from Forbes magazine as well. So with 17 years plus already, internationally renowned business executive leadership, high performance mentor, consultant, corporate trainer in sales, branding, and marketing, my two most favorite ones. I had the pleasure to be keynote speaker at Harvard, Yale, and now, I really focus with my clients on increasing their profits, performance, and sales, right? So I do have the business growth model that is perfectly positioned to help my clients, my business owners, really create their own multi-million-dollar business that really feeds their passion to achieve personal, financial, professional freedom. And it's really perfect for multiple 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs who seek better sales and revenue systems for more predictability, profitability, and scalability in any economy. How does that sound?
I love it. That sounds perfect. Obviously, you're going to add value to a lot of our people. We have pretty much of our watchers and listeners, pretty much everyone's an entrepreneur. And really, your target market, it sounds as though it's really at the lower end, it's for people who are just about to scale or really who want to scale. So let's just jump to it. We only have a few minutes. We want to add some value really quickly to our viewers and listeners. So give me, let's say, the number 3 thing that you can provide that adds value to someone who wants to scale really, really quickly. Go ahead.
Fantastic. So you know what? My 3 favorite things to start with, right? When we want to scale and create visibility and dominate our position in our marketplace. Number 1, and this is absolutely must-have. Step number 1 is market dominating position. We have to establish that for our business. And I don't care how great we think your business is or how phenomenal, how much revenue you have. Because please keep in mind that, revenue will feed our ego. Profitability, profits will feed our family, our business, our dreams, our causes. So this is the most important. In order to do that, so when I work with my clients, I really focus on their profits the most. Revenue, obviously, that has to grow regardless. But increasing profitability is the most important. And number 1, how we have to do that will be market dominating position. So what does it really mean? It's one of the golden rules. If your client knows exactly what do you do, what is your unique selling proposition that is so different than anyone else's in your area of expertise, and you actually touch upon their hot buttons that doesn't let them sleep at night, you have a solution that for the problems they do have but they don't want. This is exactly who and you put that in front of their eyes everywhere, right? On social media, in your all communication, conversation with your clients, new clients, older clients, because please remember, getting the new clients is the most expensive, right? So who you really want is we want to keep them, client retention the lifetime of a client, the lifetime value of a client is the most important, right? So imagine Apple doing the same, right? Domino's Pizza, they're doing the same. They have something that is so important. So just to give you a little exercise with the marketing dominating position, I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I like it. Hopefully all those people out there are. Go for it.
Thank you. So question number 1, what benefit do you offer to your target market, your ideal client, that separates you from all of your competitors, right?
Yeah, you want me to answer that question, by the way?
No. Well, you know what? Wait a second.
Okay.
2, so are those benefits? I know you're already excited.
Totally. I like that. I like it.
And number 2, are those benefits that you offer are based on the hot buttons of your prospect. So the problem that they have but they don't want, and the result that they want but do not have. Okay? So go ahead, answer it if you want.
I'll answer. Okay. By the way, I love your idea about profitability because that's more important than revenue. Revenue is important, but really it's what you take home. And what we'd say on the tax side, because obviously at vastsolutionsgroup.com, we operate in the world of taxes. We try to lower the taxes. Now, what I would say is, well, going back to that, our goal is to lower taxes for entrepreneurs legally, ethically, and morally. But at the same time, where we are different is we've been using AI, artificial intelligence, really since 2018. So that's why we're unique and different. And I think a lot of people are interested in AI and they want to lower taxes because, well, again, going back to your point, it's really what you take home. What at the end of the day, what feeds your family, it's profit. So that's how I would answer that question. Really AI, which is preceded by tax mitigation.
Yes. Love it. And that's fantastic. So everyone who is listening right now and who will listen in the future, I want to really think about those 2 questions. And when you connect with me, I want you to have already those answers ready for us. Okay, so we can work with it. And a great plus, just to give you like a monetizing value of it, so you can have some numbers. Just increasing your marketing dominating position will increase your profitability anywhere from 50 to 70%.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want you to count that. All right. So that's number 1. Fantastic. Next will be, what is your lead conversion? It's not so difficult to get leads. We can get all kinds of leads, all right? But number 1, we need to have qualified leads that are really good for your particular business, for solutions that you provide, but also who you want to work with, right? So let's say your competitor can do exactly the same thing that you will and whatnot, but your ideal client will be completely different because will be so specific than your competitor, because you will attract a different type of business, different type of B2B, B2C, who knows? So that's number 1. We need to focus on the strategy, how to attract the right clientele for you. But number 2, which is extremely important and even more crucial, is your conversion optimization, right? So how do you convert your clients? Is it 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%? Why not 50%?
And let me answer that. That's a really good question. So again, by the way, I'm Kenneth French, vastsolutionsgroup.com. We're talking, and you're watching us on our podcast, which luckily is part of the Vast Voice. We're telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. Now, for me to answer that, what I would say is we get really most of our business based on referrals. So what I would say is our conversion is really high as a result, because as an example, let's say you give us a referral, we're probably going to, we're going to talk to someone who's pretty interested and they trust you. So I would say a lot of our conversion rate is really high, number 1. Number 2, what I would say, most of the people out there, generally speaking, our audience might be a little bit older, a little bit more mature. So I would think our audience has a pretty high conversion rate. But what you're saying is exactly right. If you have a low conversion rate, it's that much more work to get another lead, and then converting that lead is that much more work.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? You have one of everyone's favorite way of attracting clients, which is referral, right? Because they already warm prospects. They already
Exactly.
heard about you. They already know your level of positioning, which means your expertise, right? There is the element of trust, the element of like, the element of know, right? So when they call you, they already familiar with all this
True.
thing, right? So when it's not the ideal situation, our job as a business owners is to communicate that to our clients very clearly and be visible everywhere where they at, right? So we can not chase, but attract the right ideal clients to us. So, for instance, just to give you a sneak peek, how to do that, would you like to know?
I'm waiting.
All right. Take notes. So the conversion equation, which is one of my favorites. How do you do that? You really do this in like 4 little steps, but you have to do it in one. Has to be a masterpiece that when you do that. Number 1, you have to interrupt. Number 2.
What's that? Whoa, hold on. Help me. What do you mean? I like that. What do you mean interrupt?
Interrupt. We have all the noise from around, right? People have very little attention. How do you grab their attention? You have to interrupt whatever they're doing, that they actually look at you and they're like, wow, whatever he said or she said, it's so important. You interrupt their flow. You stop their attention zeroed on you, focused on you, what you have to say, right? And that's your differentiation. This is your unique sales proposition that you will attract and get in as a lead magnet your ideal client. That's number 1, interrupt, right? Then obviously engage. You have to engage. The high engagement with your clients, with your prospects, is one of the most important. Number 3, I think it's all us entrepreneur favorite ones, which is educate. We have to educate what is exactly, not only what we're doing, not focusing on us, but focusing on them, client-centric, right? So educate and how we can help them resolve their issue. So by then, and number 4 is offer. But what I want you to remember that by the time you will share the offer with them, they already have in their brain, oh my God, I really want to work with them. Right now, I'm ready. Where do I sign?
I like that. So little kind of commercial break, if you will. So what we're going to do, if that's okay, because we could talk for months about your concepts about how to add value to entrepreneurs. I say we break this up into, a series. Let's do 4 different kind of shows based on your philosophies, because I know you're going to add value. So what I would say is just let's get ready to land this plane, and then we'll reconvene in a week, and then a week after that, and a week after that, let's do a series of 4, shorter snippets. So real quickly, how does someone get a hold of you? And we're going to have to save one little tidbit for the end. How does someone get a hold of you if, they want to engage you, as an example? Asha?
Yes. So I would love you to go to my website, accelerated profitsmasters.com, Accelerated Profits Masters. And I invite you to sign up for my free financial business training, and download my book, How to Maximize Your Profits. In 3 minutes, after you schedule a call with me, in 3 minutes or less, I can show you exactly and blow your mind how you can double your profits.
Ooh, I like that. So let's go over that again. What was the website again?
www.accelerated.profitsmasters.com.
Awesome. And let's go over that guarantee or that promise again. Say that one more time. I want all the listeners and viewers to hear that, because that sounds like it's a little bit too good to be true. But I trust you. I know. I know you want to.
I love it. That's why. You see, I interrupted you. Like, what? What did you tell me? Right? See, this is what I'm talking about. Too good to be true. Let me You know what? One of my mentors, he was so funny. He was telling me, don't trust me, test me, right?
There you go. There you go. I like that. That's a very good quote.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're going to come through. Obviously, you're going to come through. Okay, why don't we land this plane? So once again, my name is Kenner French. I'm with vastsolutionsgroup.com. You're watching and listening to the Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. And really, we're here to add value to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a series. We're going to have a series with the Biz Queen, Asha. So we're going to do 3 more of these. Obviously, this is the first one, and the second one's we're going to go up linearly. And add value to you at the end. We're going to really kind of basically go to exit. So it sounds like you're on board for this. You like this idea?
I love it.
Sweet. All right. Once again, stop by next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. And that will be, what time is it? It's going to be 9 a.m. Eastern on Thursday. You're going to love it. I'm sure you're going to get some value-added concepts and tips from Asha the Biz Queen. Once again, this is Kenner French with the Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs.
Thanks so much. Ciao.